Hello friend, welcome to my channel Electrical and Electronic Stuff. I have created this channel for industrial person and non-industrial person also and the student also, because many people are working in industry but they are not aware about the electrical basic concept and the electronic basic concept. So from these videos I will try to give the basic idea about electrical and electronic, and even some people are not working in industry but interested about electrical and electronic concept and the electrical things. So I will teach from this channel and uploading more and more videos for student. I will make a videos on academic purpose, for the academic purpose also, and the real-time example about the industry, so they can learn and apply the things on their project also, and so many things. Subscribe. Hello friend, if you like my channel, please subscribe and give the comments on the videos also and the suggestion also below the video. Thank you. So today's topic is atomic theory. Let's understand about atomic theory. First of all, understand about history. You can see on my screen. Before the 70s, atom was a philosophical concept. Atom word invented from a Greek word named as atomos, meaning uncuttable. The word coined by a philosopher, Democritus stated that atoms were infinite in number and uncreated, and it before 18 it was not a proper concept about philosophical atomism. So the John Dalton come with a new discovery. In 18th century, scientist John Dalton come with a new concept about atom. He also known as the father of chemistry. John Dalton studied and explained about his work about chemical reaction. He had done experiment on nitrous gas and oxygen from a nitrous acid. From that, he concluded law of multiple proportion. The law of multiple proportion states that if some two elements can be combined to form a number of a different compound, then ratio of masses of two elements in their various compound will represent by a small number. So this common pattern observed in many reactions. This was discovered by John Dalton explained the atomic weight by the number. From all these conclusions, Dalton proposed that each chemical element is composed of atoms of a single unique type, and thought that they cannot be alter or destroyed by a chemical agent. Dalton's atomic theory was the first complete attempt to describe all matter in terms of atom and their properties. Dalton based his theory on the law of conservation of mass and the law of constant composition. After scientist Dalton, J.J. Thomson start work on atomic. Thomson done cathode ray tube experiment and discovered that electrons are negative. And after J.J. Thomson discovered of electron, the theory of related to the atomic completely changed, and the people view about atom theory completely changed. J.J. Thomson expressed idea about atom by Plum and Pudding model. You can see on my screen, and negatively charged called as a corpuscle, and each negatively charged electron was paired with positively charged. You can see on my screen the small ball size and the representation in blue color known as the electron, and the negatively electron occupied the region and uniformly positively charged. It's also called as a cloud. Some drawback observed by this model, and it was overcome by Ernest Rutherford experiment. So we can see in next, Ernest Rutherford is a student of J.J. Thomson. Rutherford had done pioneering study of radioactive. Scientist J.J. Thomson failed to explain the exact position about electron and nucleus. So after J.J. Thomson and his Rutherford done experiment, and that experiment known as a Geiger and Marsden experiment, and is also called as a Rutherford, Geiger and Marsden experiment. Rutherford done experiment on gold foil by radioactive source, meaning by passing alpha particle beam on gold foil observed on fluorescent screen. You can see on my screen, this is the green one is the fluorescent screen and the yellow one is the gold foil, and this is the radioactive source. From that the alpha particle beam will pass on that gold foil and the observation can see on the screen. So by passing alpha particle, the gold foil on the gold foil, we observe that they deflect some particles and some particles are not deflected observed on the fluorescent screen. So Rutherford conclude that positively charged atom must concentrate a very tiny volume to produce an electrical field, and the negatively charged having more area. Rutherford proposed planetary model in which cloud of electron surrounded by a small nucleus, you can see here, and the observation can see here that some beams passes and some beam deflected here and turned back due to positively charge, because radioactive source having the positive charge, that alpha particle beam. So some particle deflected means that nucleus having a very small area. From that he concluded that positively charged particle take very small space and then negatively surrounded by them. This atomic model failed to explain the stability of atom. Later, some experiment done by Neil Bohr. So we can see that in this video. Okay. After Rutherford, Neil Bohr explained about atomic theory by combining Rutherford's description of the nucleus and the Planck theory about quanta. Bohr explained what happen inside an atom and develop a picture of atomic structure. This work earned him a Nobel Prize of his own in 1922. We can see on my screen Bohr model of hydrogen. Bohr proposed hydrogen atom and explained the idea about atomic theory. Bohr states that electron could only orbit the nucleus in particular circular orbit with the fixed angular moment and energy. Bohr tells that the electrons revolve around the nucleus in a stable format, and lowest energy found in the smallest energy of orbit is related to its size, and explain radiation is observed or emitted when an electron moves from one orbit to another orbit. We can see on my screen and explain as a photon is emitted with energy E is equal to hf. And electron transition also explained with this diagram. We can see on the first series n is equal to 1, it's called as a Lyman series, Balmer series, and so on. Then it's explained that the lowest energy is found in the smallest orbit. So we have covered history about atomic theory. After a lot of research, the atomic structure look like this. We can see on my screen, and the animated view we can see here. The middle one is the nucleus, and the electron revolve around the nucleus. Nucleus contain proton and neutron, then electron revolve around them. Charge on proton is +1 and the charge of electron is a -1. Now we have got idea about atom. So after atomic theory, the periodic table introduced, and in periodic table we can see on my screen the number of elements arranged in such a way that, and in such a way that row is called as a period and the column is called as a group. So it's called as a periodic table. And we have the transition metal in pink color. Here we can see the noble gases. Here they have mentioned helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, and the metal. So we will take one metal. from this periodic table and try to understand the periodic table of element and how they have represented, and I will tell you how we read element from the periodic table with one example. Even we can study the black one is the solid, the green one is the liquid, and the pink one is the gaseous element. Okay, here we can see the metal, gases, all element represented here. The element around 118 element. So I have take example of copper from the periodic table. So here how the element is represented. So here they have mentioned the atomic number, the oxidation state, the symbol, and the name, and the atomic mass. So atomic mass is the equivalent the number of proton and neutron in the atom. So we have studied that proton and neutron contain in the nucleus, and this is the orbit in our previous topic of atomic history. So how we can read this element from the periodic table? Copper is in the ninth column. Okay, so copper is in the ninth column of transition metal. So we can read from here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, and we can see here the copper element is in the ninth column. Okay, and the electronic representation also the configure how electronic configuration and the level. So we have seen in the previous topic these are the orbit and how we can represent this electronic configuration of copper. So why I have taken example of copper? Because we have well known about copper, so we can easily available with us. So means in if we are working as a industrial person and we are working as a non-industrial, we can easily aware about the copper. So you can see that how atom is related to the exact element. So from this video we concluded that we have the elements with us, the physical element like a copper, how it's invented, and how we can relate with the atomic theory. From my agenda is to explain atom and its theory and how we can correlate it with any elements like a copper. So we have a study atomic theory and how we can correlate the atomic theory with the this copper example, the copper element,